Right, let's move this baby over here. That here, put that there. Perfect. Let's take this here. Let's move that. Let's share my screen with you guys. And finally, let me turn on my camera, right? So rude of me. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Good morning, David. Good morning, Zen Master. Good morning, Armolfo. Good morning, Manuel, Wardog, Tom, Ivano, David, Sarah, Heather, Pat, Dave, Brian. Good morning, Brian. Who do we got? A lot of people here. Timothy, Raymond, Dr. Serena. Good morning, my actuaries here. Robert, Wayne, Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. Louis, Wade. Lewis, I call you Louis. I hope it's okay. If you want me to call you Lewis, I could call you Lewis. Wade, good morning. Dennis, Moondog is in the house. Yay, Moondog. I hope you're feeling well. Jill, good morning, Jill. Pam, Julian, Chris, Sassy Trainer. Charlie's here. Duzzy, Michael, Motown guy. Eagle Beagle, good morning, Eagle Beagle. Ali, good morning, Ali. Good to see you here. Randy, Ben, Richard, Hari, or Harry. Hari, I don't know if it's Hari or Harry. I'm assuming it's Hari. Henry, good morning, Henry. Yay, Henry joined the pit yesterday. Love that. Albert Einstein's here. Scott, Darren, Carlos, good morning, Carlos. Mazen, Glenn, Carrie, Ricky, Peggy, Dave, M714W. Wow, so impersonal. Good morning, M714. If you use your name, it's just much easier for me to remember you. Gaston, hello there. Louis. Oh, Louis. Okay, good. I got it right. Richard, good morning, Richard. Edgar, Cam, good morning, Cam. Richard Feinberg, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Jesse, uh, Brooke, L.M. Brooks is here. Delroy, Roddy, good morning, Roddy. Flying Ronan's in the house. Ringo, CJ, Delbert, Murray, good morning, Murray. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the morning. Murray sends me morning jokes every morning, which are so funny, actually. That was a doozy this morning. Karen's in the house. Jody, Sampson. Folks, keep in mind, Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show um, every day, Monday through Friday. And check out the Election Summit link below. It includes my top sectors. It's a cool class that Kane and I did yesterday. There's no cost. You could watch it. Good morning, Gustavo. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you here. And as I mentioned, I need to find I need to find a day next week to come to. I want to bring Kane and introduce everybody because I know you guys have some regulars, so I want to make sure that Kane does an appearance and I'll come there with him. We'll pick a day next week. I haven't looked at my schedule yet, Cam and Gustavo, but I'll pick a day next week and we'll let everybody know. Also, VIP room at noon today. Don't miss out. Very, very important. We're going to be going through all the FANG stocks ahead of earnings, and we're going to dissect all the um, all the 20 ETFs. It'll be really good. And also, I got a lot to talk to you guys about today. So we got, as far as Fed data today is concerned. Good morning, Kai. Cam. Friday at 11. Let me take a quick look. That may work because now we have our VIP rooms at I have the election summit. I have the VIP room. That may work. Let me ask. Let me here put. Wait, that's this week. Hold on. That's this week. Next week. Yeah, that would probably work. That would probably work. Let me put here. Cam Gustavo show. Put a little question mark here. A little red. See, guys, we do everything here in front of everybody. There's no monkey business here. Uh, right. So I could push everybody into VIP room. Jacques, thank you for sending me a picture of you. It does help. Hey, guys, if you have a picture that you want to share with me, look, you guys see me all day long. I don't see you. It's only fair that I see what you guys look like. Send me a picture of yourself. I won't share it with anybody unless you insist. But just so I could see what you guys look like. Thank you, Jacques. I appreciate you doing that. Very cool of you. And again, don't forget VIP room, Cam and Gustavo show from 10 to 1. If you guys want to add things, and I'm going to be adding something to my dashboard from the A-line code, but you guys mostly already have it. But I'll talk about that next week in the VIP room. All right. As far as Fed data is concerned today, we've got new home sales. This is going to be an important report because existing home sales came in at a 14-year low, and the 10-year note is certainly not helping anything with interest rate sensitivity right now, as you all know. How much did my wife pay for her new shoes? Oh boy, that's that's Mia over here. Hey Mia, she's thinking. She's thinking about all the things that she needs to get to trading today. So she's just sitting here thinking. Here, you could see her. Let me show you. It's a big thinker. See? Big thinker over here. All right. All right. Let's go back here. Robert says 60-year-old worn out by life, Tom down by life. What the heck would you want to see my picture for? Hey, it ain't getting any better on this end either, Robert, okay? Oh, by the way, VIP room is now moved to noon. Their VIP room is, oh, I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. VIP room is officially at noon. At noon. VIP room is now officially at noon. So let me just make sure they changed it on my calendar for today. Yeah, it's at noon. VIP room is at noon. As of today, folks, as of today, I appreciate it, Richard. Thank you. It was a good one that you sent me. Is it okay if I shared the one with you send me with your wife in the pool with everybody? Maybe one of these days. It's up to you guys. If you don't want me to share, I won't share. It's all up to you guys. You let me know, and I'll share or not. It's all up to you. Good morning, Kirk. Kirk, you sent me the best testimonial that I've ever gotten yesterday. That was a testimonial. That was a Oh, that was a classic. All right, so let's begin, folks. We've got a lot to talk about, and we have a big report, or it could be a potentially big report, coming out in about 22 minutes. That's a jobless claim. I'm not so concerned about this because interest rates are already we're allegedly in a deflationary zone, although nobody told the market that. But I'm looking for continued claims. Yeah, well, send it to me, Karen, and I'll share. Yeah. If you guys want, just send it to me and say, please share or please don't share. And, I won't. And then tomorrow we have consumer sentiment and durable goods. Again, today VIP room is at noon. New time. VIP room is at noon. From now on, as of today, VIP room is at noon every day. Okay? It'll give me more time to prepare. Okay? Well, Karen, start with sending me yours and I'll share, you know? Yeah, same time every day. We're going to be on at noon every day. It'll be perfect. I don't even know why we went 11, but noon every day. So, crude oil. Crude oil is hedging a little bit higher. We are right now literally touching the quarter to date VWAP, which is now on 10-1. And we're touching the 8-day EMA, and we're touching the year-to-date VWAP. I would say that right now, energy is definitely. Thank you, Dr. Serena. Appreciate that. Definitely at fair value. This is fair value for energy prices. Okay, and honestly, as I said, I would be very careful with energy prices. Only buy energy stocks that are making brand new highs. There are none right now. Only sell energy stocks that are making new lows, like this stock. You see Marathon Petroleum? What is Marathon Petroleum doing right now? It will be on our list. Good morning, Deb. Good to see you. No problem, Rich. No problem. So right here. See how we touched the 8-day EMA and we backed right down? Very choppy stock. So if you sell this stock short, you can expect that you'll have a lot of this back and forth. As I always tell you guys, this is not a deal breaker. It just makes it more hard. It just means you may have to be in the stock longer. But by looking at this, is seeing if it has a lot of this, you could see if there's a lot of choppiness, which means you may be getting eaten alive by a stock. If you buy an option that has, let's say, a month to go and you're planning on being in the trade for 3, 4 days, that's not a big deal. But always look back at the historic thumbprint of the stock you're trading to see if it has a lot of back and forth. Because if it has a lot of back and forth, it doesn't mean the stock isn't moving in your direction. It just may take some extra time. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Cam. That'll be very useful because it's now time to change it to 10-1. We're now at 10-1 on our quarter. Yeah, all of you guys, change your VWAP. Notice how we're now third week into the new quarter. It's time to change your VWAP to 10-1. I changed it about a week ago, but it's definitely time to change that, okay? Definitely time to change that. All right. And I'll talk about this stock more when we talk about our short list. It's on my short list right here. I just wanted to bring up to your attention that the only energy stocks you want to be trading right now, since energy is like right in the middle of a twilight zone, are stocks that are either really strong or really, really weak. Okay. I think there's one more. Let me just see if I'm right. Don't write this down just yet. Yes. Okay. Now, this is a really good example. This is a really good example. So look at this stock. Look at this stock. Look at the back and forth on this stock. This is a great example. Look at this. Look how much choppiness it has. Look how much back and forth it has. And then look at this stock. It almost has none. I mean, it always has some, but see that it's very. This is more of a. Now they both do the same thing. They're energy stocks, right? Look at how much back and forth this stock has, and look how much. Hey, Mia, what are you doing over there? And look at how little this stock has. So if you were to choose between those two stocks, you would definitely choose this stock compared to the other stock. The problem is this stock is up today, the other stock is down today. But you could see the difference. Very nice, very nice flow trend, not a lot of back and forth. So if you can choose between, if you were, yeah, Jacqueline, that's right. About you put the VWAP to 10-1, but we change it on 10-20 because we want the new quarter to build up a little trading. Look, Jacqueline, if you put it on 10-1, you're not going to have anything to look at here. So we wait for 10-20 and then we put it back to 10-1 so we have something to look at. Otherwise, it's like putting it right here, and then we just have one day. We wanted to start calculating something before we use it, right? So you go a little further into the quarter, and then you add it on 10-1. So you go about 2-3 weeks into the new quarter, and then you go back to add it. I hope that makes sense. Right. You change exactly. Because you want to have something to look at here. If I change it and it's got one day, what is it going to do for me, right? It's not going to do anything for me unless I'm intraday trading, and that's not what we use it for. So again, this is a great I couldn't find you a better example. Two stocks, very, very little back and forth, a lot of back and forth on MPC. Now, I wasn't planning on showing you this, but this example just came up. It's a really good example, okay? So, perfect two stocks. Which one do you trade? Do you trade this one or do you trade this one? Well, if I had the choice, I would definitely trade this one. Even though they're both technically doing exactly the same thing, breaking down. Exactly, Eagle Beagle. Hope you're doing well, Eagle Beagle. Don't forget, VIP room at noon today. Here's your link. Also, if you're a member of A-Line, if you have an A-Line program, I will be doing a private class at 1 o'clock for A-Line members where we've had 14 winners in a row. I'll be doing another class because people asked me to do another getting started class. So I'll be doing another getting started class, and you will get a link in your inbox if you are in the A-Line class. That is what I'm doing. If you want to see the election summit that I did last night with Kane, I just posted the link for both of those for you. And don't forget Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show. Gold. Remember, gold was up here a few days ago. It was doing this right here. And I said, if you're long gold, stay long gold. If you're not long gold, don't get into gold. Wait for the gold market to touch the 8-day EMA. Well, let's go here. What did the gold market do here? It didn't touch the 8-day EMA, but man, oh man, it came really, really close. So I didn't want you to buy gold here. I wanted you to buy gold right here, right around the 27, 22 area. And now gold is up again. But notice we're coming close to the A line, to the 8-day EMA. So if you can get it right at the A line in the next day or two, it would be okay. That would be okay. You guys remember that, right? We were talking about that last couple of days. So the A line right here, right here. And again, we're below the quarter to date VWAP, so price is a little elevated right now. But again, gold seems to be on the up and up right now. Only buy gold after it came down for a day or two. Like if you see gold up here, wait for it to come down here. If you see gold up here, wait for it to come down to the A line. Okay. Again, if you are in the A line program where we've had 14 winners in a row, I can't calculate the profit factor in the A line program because we haven't had a loser yet. You have to have a loser to calculate your profit factor. We haven't had a loser in the A line program yet. So I will be doing a class on that today. Okay. 10-year note. Well, the 10-year note started moving up a little bit. This is going to relieve some pressure from technology stocks and interest rate sensitive stocks, which have been taking it under the chin. Think Russell 2000, think interest rate stocks. Good morning, Terrence. Good morning, Dave, Sassy Trainer, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, finally, I got a haircut last night. I don't look like Robinson Crusoe anymore. All right. So I'm hoping that the 10-year bond, I'm hoping that the Fed data today, the jobless claims and the new home sales and Fed speakers continue pushing the bond market higher and bringing us to fair value. We are officially below fair value. All right. Uh, yes, exactly. Yep, it's a good problem to have. Yeah, I can't calculate. My problem in A-line is I can't calculate my profit factor because we've had 14 winners in a row. Yes, you could still sign up for the A-line. I'm pretty sure somebody, Cam, if you don't mind doing what you did yesterday and giving me a link, posting a link to the A-line and letting me know here, and I'll just go into Telegram channel, into our Slack and grab it. Or if you could just post it here, that would be really cool. Yes, exactly, Don. But it's not just the 8-day EMA. See, I got one email, one out of several thousand people that said, well, why would I spend so much money on a course when I could just use the 8-day EMA? Folks, if you think I'm selling you an 8-day EMA and charging you money for that, then you've got bigger problems than that. That's just one factor. There's several other factors that are involved. Okay. It's just called the A line because that's the entry mechanism. You got the ADX, you got the ATR, you've got market momentum, you've got all these other factors that I take a look at there. So if you think it's just I'm trying to sell you an 8-day moving average, come on, you guys know me better than that. I don't play that game. And if you think it's the same thing and you could do it yourself, try trading the A line yourself and see if you can get 14 winners in a row. So there's obviously a little more to it than just meets the eye. Dr. Serena, my actuary, yay! Good morning, Ira. Good morning, Victoria. Got a lot of people coming in here. Wow, we used to get 200 or 300 by 18 minutes. Now we got over 400. It'll pick up a lot after the election. Keep an eye on the bond market today, and keep your eye on volatility. Remember, we are in the middle of earnings, and we are going to be driven off of a few tech stocks, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. But keep your eye on the bond market. Hopefully, the next level for the bond market is right here, the year-to-date VWAP, and hoping we can come back into the twilight zone between the 100-day EMA, the 8-day, basically the 100-day EMA and the quarter-to-date VWAP, and the year-to-date EMA, year-to-date VWAP, and the 8-day EMA. And you will notice very interestingly how the quarter-to-date VWAP is hugging the 100-day moving average and how the 8-day EMA is hugging the year-to-date VWAP. These VWAPs are very, very important, which is why I was talking yesterday so much about the full-time trading class, because I teach how to use these VWAPs and how to enter trades for day trades and swing trades using these VWAPs in the full-time trading class. I posted it here yesterday for you guys, okay? Yes, that is a good problem to have. Hopefully we can keep that problem going. So you're going to keep your eye on the bond market. If you see the bond market breaking down, breaking here, you're not going to get any love from interest rate sensitive stocks like Russell 2000, home builders, retail, consumer discretionary, mid cap. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What just happened? Interest rate sensitive stocks are at the bottom. Imagine that. How did that happen? Hmm. I wonder. Do you guys remember um right here? Financial, Russell 2000, mid caps, real estate, retail, October 15th. Interest rate, Dow, technology. Today, interest rates, blue chips mixed with technology right here. Technology is trying to see if it wants to go up or blue chips, but interest rates are all the way down here. Interest rates are all the way down here. And it'll stay that way as long as bond market keeps going down and down and down. Yes, I'll talk about both of them actually in just a few minutes. Uh, yeah, I could post that again right here. Hold on. Here. Thanks, Cam. Oh, that's the customer service link. Oh, guys, here is a link to customer service live. I'm going to post it right here. That's customer service live link. And here's the link for the full-time trading class if you haven't bought it yet. I'm not trying to sell this to you, honestly. It's not like it's like $300. It's well worth it, okay? All right, we're going to be keeping an eye on the bond market because the bond market has a lot of impact on technology and interest rate sensitivity, as you guys could see right here. See how I'm connecting the dots for you? I'm showing you how something here has something relating to something complete. That's very, very important. Good morning, Scampy. Good to see you. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on the bond market because the bond market's really important, and we have a big report coming on in a few minutes, and I have my handy dandy TC2000 here in real time to get us going for it, okay? So that's what we got going on over there. Volatility. Well, volatility went up overnight, and look at where volatility is this morning. It already dropped down. So volatility looks like it's cooling off. Now, if you were here yesterday, good morning, Ivan. If you were here yesterday, and I hope you were, I told you yesterday, I pulled up this chart for you, and I told you that if volatility breaks this level, the stock market's going to go higher. If the volatility does not break this level, the market is going to go lower. Yesterday at 3 o'clock, volatility came down all the way down and then started spiking. Notice we came all the way here to this level, but we couldn't break it. We couldn't break this level. And what do? We started rallying. Well, guess what? There's a good chance today that we're going to try to kiss this level again. That level is 18. And if you're asking yourself, Roger, how do I find this chart that you're looking at right now? I want to have this on my screen all day long. Here it is. Bar chart is free. 1 hour, 20 days. You just mark up your chart just like this. It's a world of free will and self-determination. So here's the deal. If we break this level, if we break 19 and a half, if we break 20, the market is going down. If we can test 18 again and break lower below 18, the market is going higher. This morning, we're going to get a good indication after this report comes out right here. Jobless claims report comes out, and we also have new home sales. But throughout the day, My suggestion for you guys is to keep your eye on volatility and whether we break 18. Okay. China. Remember I told you yesterday, I don't believe this for 1 second that China's going higher. I believe China's going lower. We huffed and puffed. We were above the 8-day EMA for 1.5 days. If you even want to call it that, we couldn't even get clearance above the 8-day EMA. And now we're below the 8-day EMA again. And you guys all know what I think. I think we're going to come right back down here. Okay. So, global economy, we have some volatility today, expecting some volatility. All eyes are on the bond market and volatility. Gold and oil are not going to be that impactful today, but 10-year note is, and volatility is, because we have Fed data coming out and we have earnings coming out. Now let's put everything together and talk about the stock market, and it'll bring us up right up to the report. And I'll go back and forth as we do this. Risk sentiment got a boost after Tesla posted its biggest profit in over a year. Let's talk about Tesla for a second. I hope you guys don't mind me going back and forth. I'm trying to convey a story, and it's much easier to talk about something and then show you pictures. And, I hope this format is okay. Real time. All right. Template, Roger demo. Here we go. All right. I got to change my settings. I got to figure out. I got to figure out how to change it on this thing to October, so I don't have to change all my charts every minute. So you could see that. Oh, I got cat hair. I'm sorry. I got cat hair all over my face. Mia, you see what you're doing to me? It's just laying there, hibernating. So Tesla, let's talk a little bit about Tesla. Tesla earnings happened. Tesla had really good earnings. Tesla was breaking the 100-day moving average, okay, before this happened. I don't see a lot of upside for Tesla. There's a lot of liquidity right here, and I think Tesla's going to get stuck. Also, if you look at Tesla over 9 months, you will see the Tesla peaked out both times. You will see the Tesla peaked out both times right around this area right here. So do I think we're going to go and the high here is lower a little bit than the high here. So I think this is going to make a lower high. We may go up for another day or two. I would be very, very skeptical, and I would be much, much, much. Now listen to the words coming out of my mouth right now. I would be much more inclined to sell Tesla right here on a gap to green, right here, than buy Tesla on a breakout. Usually these news, unless there's like a huge revision, these news huff and puff for a few days. Don't do anything. Wait for Tesla to start coming down. And then when it does, you can sell it right here, right below this price area right here. So my suggestion is don't go chasing this. Don't go chasing this. Wait for a breakdown. Wait till we get right here and then sell Tesla on the way down. Tesla does not have a clear trend right now. Tesla is not trending right now. It doesn't have a clear trend. You don't want to get into a stock that doesn't have a clear trend. Now, I know a lot of you are just going to go blah, 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 blah. I own Tesla. Tesla's the best stock. Elon Musk. Yay. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't work that way. My suggestion is listen to technicals. See how much height this can get. If you see after the next 2-3 days that this is losing momentum, or even today closing at the bottom, much, 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 much more likely to break down than to break up. Okay? So please don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Okay? The company has a lot of problems, and he's a really good marketer. Okay? Let's see how much gain this can give us. Wait for it to peter out and then sell it. But Roger, I want to buy Tesla. Okay, fine. Wait for it to break out above this level here. Wait for it to break up above this level so you know that there's a trend here. RJ says, do you think a very high percentage of stocks are going to break out hard the day after the election? I have no idea, RJ. I don't know. I have a hard enough time figuring out what stocks are going to do in the next 2 hours. RJ, I want you to understand something. My predictability window is good for about 3 hours, 4 hours. Okay. Look, in order for me to answer your question, RJ, I have to speculate on 15 things, and 12 of them have to be right. I have to get about 12 things right to be able to answer your question. Why? I can't do that. And I'm going to tell you something else, RJ. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do that. Now, how am I qualified to say that? Yeah. You know why? Because I worked with Charles Kalamiris and Kevin Hassett, the guys who did made those decisions, you see? You see, the presidents would ask them to make those decisions for them. And I remember sitting in the room with these guys, and they have absolutely no idea. So, my question to you is, if the senior financial advisor to President Trump can't answer that question, how can anybody else answer that question? Do you know how much analysis we have to do to be able to answer that question? I'm just going to focus on what's in front of me. And I suggest you do too. So to ask yourself, am I smarter than guys who advise the presidents? You're not. You're not. And if you are, then then you can't make those predictions because you have to assume, and assume, and assume, and assume, and assume, and assume, and assume. So sorry guys, I'm not picking at my face. I have hair I have cat hair. So my point is, if you ask me a question like that, both Peter, there's no distinction. We're all day traders. Peter, we're all day traders when we make money, and when we're losing money, we all become swing traders. You see that, Peter? I just gave you a lawyer answer. Peter, we're all swing tradings on a losing day, and we're all day traders on a winning day. Do you want me to lie to you and give you some phony baloney answer, or do you want me to give you a real answer? Exactly. We don't even know who's going to win the election. Hell, we don't even know if the guy who's or the gal who's going to win the election is going to be the actual person who wins the election. Yeah. Peter, I'm here to give you honest answers, not to give you some cockamamie answers. So please be careful of Tesla. All right. Tesla's up 10%. We got to be careful. Enphase. Oh, I remember. Do you guys remember me telling you to start looking to sell solar stocks? Remember TAN? All right, good. Exactly. I'm sorry if my answer. No, RJ, we don't take it one day at a time. We take it a few hours at a time. I'm literally concerned about, literally, my life right now is thinking about what action I'm going to take between now and noon. Yes, trade what's in front of you. So, you guys remember I was telling you that I believed that solar stocks were going to break down? It was here live. Remember, I drew this line for you here? That's the beauty of all of this. That's the beauty of this. We have everything recorded. Remember, I drew a line here and I told you we were going to break down? So, and I told you that once TAN breaks down, there's a lot of solar stocks that look good. For example, FSLR, it's only down 5% today, below the 200. I told you to sell it right here, by the way. How about SEDG? Told you to sell that one too. Down 14% as of yesterday. And what about Enphase? Now, I know there's going to be somebody here going, you never told us that. You never said, it's only down also 14%. Good, 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 good. You guys remember that. Good, good, good. Somebody's going to say, I don't remember you saying that. You never said it. Remember I told you solar stocks are going to take a dump? TAN is breaking down. VIP room last week. Wasn't that long ago. Okay. ARM, this is a chip stock, down 6%. That's going to give chip stocks a little bit of a downside, McDonald's with their E. coli. I think McDonald's is going to be a beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, Richard wrote it down, October 21st. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Yep, you gave both of those. And what am I telling you right now about McDonald's? What happens when McDonald's gets back up here, a little higher up? It's going to be a beautiful gap to green. What did I say about GE? What did I say about GE right here? Richard, send me an email. I'm not going to. I didn't say that, Richard. I said they were going down. I said now you probably want to wait for it to go back to the 8-day EMA. This is not a good time for breakouts or breakouts. It's a good time for, and I'll show you why when we do momentum. But again, there's no mystery here, guys. There's no mystery here. Yes, exactly. Yes. Thank you, Carlos. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, continued claims came out. Interest rates. Let's see. Jobless claims. Let's see what the number is. 238 right on top. Nothing here. Nah, nothing. TLT is not even moving. Look at this. Look at this rascal. On a 5-minute basis, nothing. SPY, nothing. 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 QQQ, nothing. All right. So no reaction. No reaction. Yep. And let's just quickly see what futures are still doing this morning. Up 180 on the Nasdaq. I hate when you. By the way, whenever you see this divergence, it's very hard to trade because not everything is pointing in the same direction. But you can clearly see there's a very strong bias because of Tesla towards technology right now. But again, Dow's not doing too bad. All right. Yeah, you guys go. You got it. You got it. That's the ticket. All right. McDonald's, we already know what happened. They got E. coli. I don't think this is gonna put McDonald's out of business. And neither does anybody else. Okay. Hey, this stock. Hey, do you guys remember somebody NTRS climbed more than 7%? I remember. I remember NTRS. Oops. Oop, what am I doing here? Here. What happened here? I had it yesterday here. Yeah, this channel, right. NTRS. There it is. Yesterday at 11:22, adding NTRS to our watch list. Number 1 on dashboard and number 2 on TC 2000 right now. Both has volume and relative strength. Yay, 500 people, and we're only 37 minutes in. We still have a long time to go. So don't say I don't give you red meat. NTRS 7% top gainer. Texas Instrument did well. It's going to help us out a little bit today. U.S. home sales 14-year low. I wonder if interest rates going from here to here has anything to do with that. Yep. Yeah, that's right, Alan. I did. Right. Does he? Good one. You don't remember where you got the idea. Alan and Duzzy don't know where they got NTSR from. Right. Wink, wink. Also told everyone in VIP room. I did. Ben, good. No complaints today. I hate complaints. All right. Beige Book came out yesterday. Regional business contacts that economic activity was little changed in most parts of the U.S. Again, the kid has his bike now. There's nothing enticing about this anymore. Over half of the Fed, 12 district reported slightly or modest growth in employment, while most districts said the price increased at a slightly or modest pace. Reports on consumer spending were mixed. They will be going down because of interest rates in the next couple of months. That's for sure. Some districts noting a shift in the composite of purchases, mostly towards less expensive alternatives. That's very good for discount chain stores, okay? Thank you, Alan. Rates up 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, Raymond, look. Fed says we're going to lower rates, and rates are going. Remember, this is completely inverse to interest rates. They make their decision right here, and bonds have been going down, and interest rates have been going straight up since. That's right, Rich. That's right. Um, Earnings today. We've got a lot of earnings. This is why I've got my TC 2000 ready to go. Let's see how these earnings are going. I'm just going to pull this down here so we can all, or actually I can just pull it up here so we can all. I want you guys to see this as I talk. So how can I make you guys see this as I talk? Guess I'll just pull it up right here. So we've got UPS. UPS is up 8% this morning, up nicely. You got Han. Han is down 2% this morning. You got UNP down 3.5% this morning. You got KDP flat. Oh, KDP, sorry, down 3% this morning. You got LHX up 0.56 this morning. TSCO down 1.4. Love Airlines are down about 1.33. And American Airlines. Be careful with airlines today. They're going to be hot and heavy. So, and I don't know which ones have reported yet, but so far we're mixed. So far we're mixed out of all of this. Hopefully I'll have an update in the VIP room today, but we were expecting 7.9 in July, and now we're at 4.3, and I'm hoping this number is going to go up today, because as of today, we probably have about 150 that have reported already. Nah, it's all right. I'm just going to, you guys got what you needed out of it. Labor is looking fine. Alexander, good morning. The stock from the bonus spread in the pit jumped 9% after earnings. That's the direction for or against us. You mean the time spread? The time spread. I won't know. I'll have to look this morning. I have to look at implied volatility. We'll have to look. Usually it's better when it goes up or down just a little bit. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see this morning. Keep in mind, Alex, we have till this Friday. If it's up, and if it breaks down today and tomorrow, then we still have time. Let me update you on that after we get the market opens. Okay. My darn broker didn't accept the spread. Huh? Weird. And again, those are bonus trades. I'm just sprinkling in those bonus trades for you guys just to see what happens. And I'll update you. I'll update you, Alexander. I promise. Honestly, I haven't even looked yet. I just know last night it was up like 3-4%, and I didn't look at it since then. New home sales today. Be careful of this number. Initial claims already came out. Europe is up a little bit, giving us a little bit of tailwind. Investors digested another batch of corporate earnings. Travel and leisure stocks led the gains on Thursday. So again, we're right now very tech heavy in the US this morning. Yeah, if you guys didn't get filled, again, those are bonus trades. And you got to get filled at the price I give you. Otherwise, you're eating into your profit too much. China closed lower, ending a 4-day rally. Well, we don't really have to read about that. We could see we're now again below the 8-day EMA. And Japan closed marginally higher. Everybody's waiting for US right now. Everybody's waiting for US right now. Tesla, we have to keep an eye on today. LRCX, we have to keep an eye on today. The stock is up. Let me see how ASML doing. ASML is still in that area. Yesterday it looked like it was going to curve back down. I'm still bearish on this stock. It's below the 8-day EMA, but again, we'll see how things are moving today. It's up only 1.6, and semiconductors are up pretty good this morning, so we'll see how that does. Seadrill gained about 12%. We'll be watching that one. And IBM slid 4%. This is one of the stocks that's putting some pressure on blue chips this morning. Okay. Yes, it's way too late for that trade. Yes. There's a lot of opportunities, guys. Earnings season is just getting started. And Boeing. What do I always tell you guys about news on stocks? Look at Boeing. I want to show you something. So this is a really good example of what I'm talking about. Now, I talk a lot. I say a lot of things. I want you guys to pay attention right now to what I'm saying. So this stock has been a bearish stock for several months, right? Right? Okay. It had some good news, right? It was in a steep downtrend. It was making a new low. It huffs and puffs. It touches the 50-day moving average. And what happens afterwards? It reverts back down. It reverts back down. My point is, you will notice that good news on companies typically cause their trend to deviate for about 3 to 4 days. What I'm saying right now is really important. And you're never going to learn this in a book. No one's going to teach you this. I learned this from doing this for many, many decades. So whenever you have a stock, sit back and look at the main trend. And let's say the stock is in a downtrend like it is right now. It had the strike is over. They're renegotiating. Good news is coming out. The stock goes to the 50-day moving average, and then it comes right back down. And I'm pretty sure in the next couple of days, the stock will come right down all the way to the low. Why? Because it was in a downtrend to begin with. You will notice, unless the stock is upgrading itself or downgrading itself, fundamental news tend to impact prices of stocks for about 3 to 4 days. Oh, Roger, what does that mean? That doesn't really mean anything to me. How can I use that to help me out? Well, Tesla. Let's see what happens 3, 4 days from now. And let's see if the stock reverts back in its downtrend. Okay? All right. So right, Mia? All right. Mia turned around after the first half hour. So my point is don't well, good to know, Rebecca. Don't don't when you see a move in a stock, always ask yourself, is it in a strong trend? The odds are that trend will revert. The stock will revert back into that trend within 3 to 4 days. Okay? It happened on Boeing, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen on Tesla. Give it look, check earnings and then see what happens 3, 4 days later. Okay. But I wanted to show you how stocks tend to revert back to their main trend. The main trend is like glue, okay? Rick says, I've been using 3, 4 day corrections for 30 years. Hey, good, Rico. Rico, is there anything I'm saying here that is off since you've been doing this for 30 years? Kevin says, I have January puts on. There you go, Kevin. And I'm not suggesting that Tesla's going to go down. I'm just saying that stocks tend to revert back to their main trend unless they gave themselves an upgrade or their earnings were so good that it changes the catalyst and the projection of the stock. Since, by the way, guys, the Cam and Gustavo show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day. My VIP room is at noon. And don't forget, VIP room as of today starts at VIP room starts at noon. At noon. There you go, Peter. I didn't say that, Peter. I didn't say that, Peter. I said wait for it to revert back to its trend. This is a link to Customer Service Live. What I'm saying is that you know what? I've said plenty. I think I've said everything I needed to say. I think I don't want to repeat the same thing 5 times. So let's move on. So momentum levels, momentum levels on stocks. Let's talk about that. Peter, rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. Good, good. Welcome, Rico. I think you're new here, but welcome. Or at least the first time I'm seeing your name here, but welcome. So momentum levels. Let's talk momentum levels. 57% of stocks are trading above the 200-day moving average. 50-day moving average, 53%. Roger, what does that mean? Well, let me show you what it means. That means the stock market's going higher, right? A month ago, we were here, right? We weren't here a month ago. We were here a month ago, last time I checked, right? Let's see. 24 and 20. We were right here. A month ago, we were right here, and we're right here right now. Did we go up or did we go down? This is not a trick question. We were right here a month ago. We're right here right now. We went up, right? Cool, Rico. Welcome, and feel free to send me an email, roger@rogerscott.com. Introduce yourself. Right here. Went up. No, this is not subject to debate. This is just we were here and we were right here. But Roger, why are momentum levels from a month ago? We were 56%, 69%, and now we're at 53%. Wait a minute. How could we be? Last month we were at 57% and we're at 57% again. I don't get it. I'm scratching my head here. How is that possible? We went from here to here, but we have the same amount of stocks breaking out. That's impossible. That means you're driving your car and you're driving your car at 60 miles per hour and you're now driving your car at 70 miles per hour because you were here, but now you're here. You're driving faster, but the engine is breaking down. So you have to drive the car harder. This is telling us, folks, this is telling us that momentum levels are not increasing, which means the smaller stocks are not contributing to this rally, which means this rally is hanging on a few large cap stocks, clearly not smaller stocks. This takes into account every stock that's been trading for a minimum of 6 months that's over $2, which means less cylinders are driving. Nice, Kevin. Glad to hear that and welcome. Less cylinders are driving the bus. Okay. How about performance? Well, Dow Jones, not bad. 67%, 77%. What about it right here? There's your problem right there. NASDAQ 100. Only 59% are trading above the 200-day and only 55 are trading above the 50-day. That means the tech sector right now, folks, is extremely vulnerable. Extremely vulnerable. Extremely vulnerable. Okay? You're not seeing a lot of love from the technology sector. But Roger, the tech sector is causing the stocks to go up today. Yes, and it's very vulnerable. What is that telling you? Be careful. Be careful. How about Russell 2000? You have 50 stocks at the 50-day level. 57 here. The small caps, interest rate sensitive stocks are very vulnerable. Interest rate sensitive stocks are very vulnerable. Okay. Interest rates have been going up. Remember, bonds and interest rates are inverse. Interest rates are going up. That means what Russell 2000, retail, interest rate, credit cards, retail, home builders, consumer discretionary, mid caps, interest rate sensitivity all the way at the bottom. Interest rate sensitivity all the way at the bottom. Okay. So the point is we have a lot of vulnerability in the market right now. A lot of vulnerability. Yay! We're breaking records, guys. 523 people in the room. That's a record right there. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Wow. That's more people than I get in my. You realize I'm getting more people in the morning show than we get in a webinar after sending you all of you emails, SMS alerts, all of that stuff. We're getting more people in the room than we get in a webinar. Isn't that pretty funny? Anyway, there's a lot of vulnerability in the market. Don't think the market's healthy right now. There's a huge disconnect between the blue chips like real estate, material. Remember, real estate also has commercial real estate. And higher interest rates are not all that bad for that. Utilities, defensive stocks are still leading. Defensive stocks are still leading. All right? Defensive stocks are still leading. All right, sectors, and we've talked about that. 90-day high, only 52 stocks are causing the market to rally. 86 stocks are breaking down. You have a market that's favoring the downside more than the upside, and there's hardly any firepower to the upside right now. Now, that's important going into today when you're seeing the NASDAQ up because of Tesla. And then you're seeing this, and you're like, wait a minute. It's very concentrated. It's not a broad market rally. Matter of fact, There's 19 stocks making 20-week highs. There's hardly any stocks breaking out. So you have a concentrated market with very few large cap stocks influencing the market today. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. There you go. There you go. All right. The 700 Club, right. So, what did we learn thus far? We learned that momentum levels are not, we learned that, we learned that momentum levels are not giving us a clear picture of what's happening in this market. That momentum levels are pretty much telling us that we should be somewhere around here right now. All right. Not up here right now. We're also seeing a lot of weakness in interest rate sensitive stocks, and we don't have a lot of tech stocks or small caps driving the market, which means you're going to have a situation once again where those mega cap stocks that are reporting next week may overdrive the market again. All right. So we got to be very, 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 very careful right now. We are in a very vulnerable position right now, which means we're going to be watching the bond market and we're going to be watching volatility all day long, all day long, all day long here. And I already told you the levels we're going to be watching. 18, 18, 21, and we're right now around 19 and a half. You're going to be watching these all day today. I'm really giving you guys like a lay of the land right now. All right, levels on the SPY. All right. We broke down here to this level yesterday, which I drew for you about a month ago. Just move this right over here. The question now is we're right now between 577 and 32 and 580. Are we going to stay in this level or are we going to start breaking levels? The level you want to watch to the downside is 575. If we break 575, we have a huge consolidation period here. Look how long we stayed here. There's a liquidity pocket, as Kane calls it. I call it consolidation. He calls it a liquidity pocket. I just say there's a lot of trading range here. We're saying the same thing. There's a big liquidity pocket right here. So if we break this level, we're going to come down here. Or look how hard we broke off of this and we're bouncing. So I want to see whether we bounce to the 580 or we're going to stay near 577 or we're going to break 574. I'm going to predict the future for you right now. If we break above 580, VIX is going to break below 18. VIX breaking below 18 when SPY breaks above 580. Okay? All right. QQQ. I hope to God you're writing this stuff down. QQQ. We're already in that area on QQQ. Now, interestingly, we're up this morning at 493, which is like right here. So the question is, are we going to hold that gap up, or that we're going to have a huge gap up this morning, or are we going to come back into this range, which is 489.40? Exactly, Rich, because we both have institutional background. DIA. Oh, by the way, one of Kane's stock is on my A-line list today. Here's Dow. Look how we came right to this level right here. Or, thereabouts. So keep an eye on 423. Keep an eye on 425. Keep an eye on 427. SMH. Let's add another line here. Look at how we bounce right to support at 245, 246, say. Just put that right up here, 246. It's easier to remember. And we're not up that much on semiconductors as where we are on broad tech. But again, keep an eye on 250, 246, and 255. Okay. And I will be updating you guys today with all of these levels. Okay. IWM, and then let's move on to our stocks because I got to get out of here. I have to manage some positions. We're already in that choppy level on the Russell, and I'm not really seeing all that much upside. I think we're literally right here right now at here. 219. The next level we really need to pay attention to is 220 and 221. And on the downside is 215. Also, don't be surprised if we open really up this morning and then start cooling off a little bit because we've been having gap down, so now we have a gap up. All right, I'm going to now talk about stocks. Let's talk about our stocks. Short side first. A lot of these are in the same sector, same industry group, so you guys are going to have to screen for them, and then I got to get out of here. Also, let me give you my links. Here are my links. If you want to replay from my election yesterday, it's really good. Highly recommend it. If you want VIP, VIP is at noon today. VIP is at noon today. Here. So what am I doing here? Template. Roger demo. Yeah, let me change this to 10. All right. ELV. Also Humana. I know it's the first time you've heard of this stock. I've never talked about Humana before. Wait for it to break down this area right here, 251. Please wait for it to break 251. Don't do anything right now. I already gave you the solar stocks, so I'm not going to go through them again, but they are in play right now. The FSLR, the SEDG, the ENPH, they're in play right now. CNC. Exactly, Daniel. Exactly. Look at this nice breakdown. SWKS. Val, I already talked about Val for the energy stock. We've already saw it. TNDM. Yes, what Daniel just said. Look at that. Nice breakdown. Hershey's. Right, Mia? No chocolate for you. Got to lose a few pounds, Mia. Nice breakdown on Hershey's. And E. Nice trend. Adobe. Adobe's on my list. This is the first time we've had Adobe on our list in a while. You may want to wait for a pullback right to the VWAP, but I like Adobe to the downside. Let's now talk upside. This, I think, is the first stock that Kane recommended to you guys, if I'm correct. I don't remember, but I like this right now, and it's right above the VWAP. A little bit more, like right here, about, say, 53.50 with beautiful upside move. EAT. These are longs. These are longs. These are longs. What a beautiful stock, right? MDT, gave this to you guys in the VIP room yesterday, in the pit yesterday, as a watch list stock. Looks good right here. RTX. What a beauty, right? What a beauty. VTR. Don't have a lot of stocks to the long side today. What a beauty. DLR. DTM. Folks, I will see you later. VIP room is at noon today. We're back to noon VIP room. If you guys are in A-Line, I will be doing a private class at 1 o'clock today for A-Line members. Please don't miss out. It'll be worth it. If you missed my election summit replay with all of the stocks and all of my between now, what stock market's going to do, my favorite stocks between now and the end of the year, price levels, Highly recommend you see it. It's all there. And lastly, Cam and Gustavo's show link is right here from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I will see you later. If you guys have a question, Roger at rogerscott.com. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you at noon in my VIP room. Check your Telegram channel throughout the day. Bye, guys. Have a great day, everybody. Hope you guys had a great session today. Bye. I'm heading to work. Mia, you going to give us stock picks